We'll see a squad from the ACC, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the game. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The shoot, quick toss to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for a big play right off the bat. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Dumps it off in the flats. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Making side adjustments here. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Richardson. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to the ground game on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's pushed out of bounds, couldn't quite get to the 1st down marker, and they'll give up the ball.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. Runs through a tackle. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run.
A lot of room to the right. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll move the tight end. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Got his man quickly. Powers through. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The Knights really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Time to take a shot. Makes a catch at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Running to daylight from inside his 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Knights in the hurry up. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Knights are moving quickly down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Back to pass. It's St. Clair. He's got him.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On the move. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. They're going to test the right side with this one. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires into the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that 1st down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Joyner. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Tempo and overdrive. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The sure hands, it's Hudson. Past the 30. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On the option. They'll leave it with him. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got it behind the line. It's Hale. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in Central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 21 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Here comes the heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Douglas. At the 40, there he goes. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
To the air on first down. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Under fire. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the 2nd half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go!
Looking downfield on 1st down. On target.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Now on the move. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Texas Tech, 43. UCF, 0.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Straight ahead from inside his 25. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, number 19. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got... takeaway, and now they're in business.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. On the ground, it's Joyner. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Cooler,
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're down.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the...
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And you don't usually say that very often, the strong safety with the sack. Usually a guy you spin down in the box, but you could tell he knew what was going on, diagnosed the play, saw he had an opportunity to go get that quarterback, and he went and got him.
It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now breaks into the open.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Knights racing to the line in the hurry up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Finds his big tight end. He's got the 2-point conversion, but that deficit is still huge. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Joyner. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Douglas. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Turning it on. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. He's looking. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And they get him down.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Texas Tech, 49. UCF, 8.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32.
1st and 10.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Takes the handoff. It's Ashley. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Brown wants to pass. Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
The Knights are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Fox. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback.
UCF 8.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, UCF.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a...
Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The give is to Williams. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Looking for the two-point try. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Knights are in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Creates a little space. There he goes. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knights!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.